It's just me and my best friend going back and forth. And you know that we're shoveling shit, shoveling shit.
Ah, okay. Okay, so this is the first time we've actually recorded in a month, and we just decided to start recording without properly catching up. I don't even think we've talked on the phone for a month, have we?
No, just texting. And I texted you every day like a needy little friend. I was like, I love you. I miss you. I'm thinking of you.
I didn't feel like you were needy. I felt like you didn't text me enough.
What? I texted every day.
No, I'm playing. I was not like feeling the connection because of the stupid fucking time zone. So when
Yeah.
you would text, odds are I would be sleeping and
Yeah.
vice versa. I'm like what I discovered, I'm literally gonna have to change my whole circadian everything living over there if I want my friendships, my connections, my business. I'm like, I felt it was all fun and all. Of course, I'm like gallivanting around fucking Asia and having the time of my life, but I'm like, it feels very isolating as well. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm literally and figuratively on an island and I started isolating and I'm like, I know you texted. I know we like tried to set up a Zoom, but it just felt like, you know what I mean? Like if it's completely upside down opposite, it's like hard. It was really hard.
I think it's going to be different though, because like you were there in retreat and vacation mode. And I think when you're there living, it's going to be different. You'll find that rhythm,
I hope
like
so.
you wanted to pack it all in, but eventually it's just going to be like your normal life while you're over there.
Yeah.
And I kind of figured it out though. I started texting you at 6 p.m. because I was like, I know Rebecca, I know what time she gets up. So then because I knew my 6 p.m. was your next day, 6 a.m. And
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I figured it out. So I would text you at night knowing that you'd be waking up.
And I love doing shit first thing when I wake up. I am like such a morning person.
And
Like,
I like nights. So I think it's going to work. Like because right now we have like this reoccurring meeting on Mondays at noon, but it's noon for me and 9 for you, although we joined a little earlier today.
yeah.
But so like if we were to do your morning, my evening, like it's going to be, and just set like one day a week that you do an 8 a.m. and I do an 8 p.m., we'll be
Yeah.
golden.
Or you could just move there.
You know, don't think I haven't been thinking about it more and more and more, because I have my house in Mexico, but like some shit went down in Mexico.
I saw, I was worried. I was worried. I mean, obviously for everything, but I'm like, I know that's your happy place and a place that you've set up for, potential retirement or whatever else. And I'm like, can't we just have our pockets of peace for God's sakes? I feel like it's everywhere. It's really hard to find a place that you feel safe at this point.
I know. Well, and I do keep coming back to Thailand, so there's definitely a pull, and partly because of you, and then like it has everything that I love about Mexico, like the warmer weather and the tropical climate and the ease of life and like all of that.
Just wait till
And
you
the
go,
only,
dude. Just wait till you go and
I
your
know.
body physically takes in everything about it. Like at this point, I'm not delusional. I'm not like, I mean, there's probably some parts about living over there that it'll be like a wake-up call and a culture shock, mostly the isolation. But by this time, fucking 13 trips and long stints, like months here, months there, it's really superior in every way. Like it
Yeah,
really is. And when you get over there, you're gonna be like, son of a bitch. It's like,
I know.
it's gonna
The
be very
only the
cool.
only hesitation is just the proximity. Like
I
that's why I
know.
like Mexico because it's just like Virginia, Florida, Mexico for me, and
Yeah,
I'm still on the East Coast and I've got a kid and family. And Thailand just really does feel like another world
I know.
away.
That's the
But
thing.
the pull is there, girl. The pull is there. I am just ready to get out of Dodge and like
I know. I don't let's talk about this because I feel like I'm forgetting we're doing a podcast. I mean, this viewers, watchers, we really haven't caught up until this moment. So it's
yeah,
gonna be like probably all over the place. But I
yeah.
think this is and isn't it weird how I don't know about you, if you isolate for a while, you just turn right back on. I feel like I've needed this, wanted this. I was like, am I gonna be able to talk even? You know what I mean? I've been off the grid. I'm like, yeah, okay, this is like a happy place. But anyway, about the podcast, about something to talk about. I don't know about you, but I have been like Oh God, social media. I have withdrawn. I am just like, I know that it serves a purpose. I know that I should be in control of it, but I keep sliding into these habitual consumption moments, and it is fucking me up. Like it is. And also, I'm like on Facebook now scrolling too, and I don't know because I started getting on there because of Facebook Marketplace because we have to sell all of our shit, and I'm like, ooh, Marketplace in Thailand. Let me see about this shit I can buy. So it like took me over there. Then I see the notifications and I'm like, ugh, especially in this climate, it's fucking me up. Are you doing it?
Not to that extent, but
Okay,
I
good.
also, like for me when I travel, I get that because like sometimes there's that like space fill, and you're like, oh, what am I gonna do? I'll just doom scroll. Life's been really busy, so I haven't done as much of that.
Good.
I will say when I get on Facebook, I'm like, why am I on here?
I know.
There's nothing good on Facebook.
It's
Like
lies,
I
it's
know
AI.
people, yeah, and I'm like, I know people like that's their thing. They just like
I
scroll
know.
and scroll it, and I'm like, I just literally find no purpose in it. I still love Instagram. I love all the stuff. I've gone down the wormholes. I find my little entertainment loops, but like, I'm an IG scroller for sure.
I seen you.
I
I
love
seen
it.
you when we went to the cabin. So you would know the cottage. We were in the Moab cottage.
I'll see you at the voltage. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm not even like passing judgment. I've been doing it hardcore. And the thing is like I see value in what Facebook has to offer. Like Marketplace is fucking lit. I sound like a
Yeah,
boomer right now. I really do. And also the communities because I'm like really making connections and like Koh Samui expat communities and fucking like the wellness community. I don't know, and just like little pockets of the groups.
I
But
get
it's
that.
like you have to go through the gauntlet to like protect your focus and not like go down the scroll hole. It's just like I'm right now I'm working on an overhaul in about 50 different ways because I feel like the month over there fucked me up. So I'm like, okay, cut out the scrolling. Get back on your like eating good food shit because I'll tell you what, I lived at 7-Eleven. I was eating snacks on sweets, on coffees, on fucking packs of cigs. I was a nut job over there.
You
Like,
live in your best life.
is it is it scrolling, smoking, eating 7-Eleven snacks? I don't know.
Sounds
Like
fun to me.
but the thing is like it's one of those like in the moment gratification things. It's
Yeah.
like yes, dopamine for sure, but I know that's not my highest self, like what I want to do, because then I feel guilty and shitty after, like physically shitty. I feel my back roll is like growing. I'm like, that's not what I want. It's not about a vanity thing, but it's like a physical in my body thing. I'm like, ew, okay, don't like that. Um,
I found the
yeah.
funniest stage and it's so inappropriate and I can't like if she's real, it's inappropriate. If she's just a character, I'm obsessed with her.
What is
And
it?
she has this, I'll send her some of her stuff because it's hilarious. But she said, no more snacky quarterbacky.
Quarter. That I'm offended.
Oh, she's so offensive, but it's hilarious. And I am obsessed with her, like obsessed. I'll send you some of her stuff because it's like I said, if she's being for real, I don't like her. But if she's being an Instagram character, of like what she's doing, she's fucking hilarious. And I'm here for it. And I
Well,
love it.
I want to see it. And
She
oh my
talks about,
God.
she says, go be a skinny bitch.
You ever heard the term big back?
That's what she says. She says quarterbacky, big backy, like no more snacky.
The kids call like chubby folks big backs, and
Yeah,
I mean, it's
it's fun.
obvious. Well, I was like super fat and all grown up. Like I had weight loss surgery. Like, listen, I was like fat in school. And so like my back was big. And if that fucking saying was it's still big. If somebody okay, when I hear big back now and the kids calling everybody big backs, I'm triggered. I'm like,
Yeah.
ah.
Oh, it's hateful, and I don't agree with it and can find it funny. It two things that can exist at the same time. Like I would never want to use it in a derogatory way, but to hear someone say it in a
It's
conversation,
funny.
just like generally speaking, it's funny.
It's funny. It's funny. And so
Quarterbacky, big backy quarterbacky.
my cousin, they're like of that age. Well, okay, so like my cousin's 36. Her kids are like teenagers. So she tries to be funny. like and talk to her kids. She called one of her daughters a big bag, and I was just it made me laugh so hard, but also at the same time, like you said,
It's not
both
nice.
things can exist. I'm like, my back's big, and it was way big. It used to be that was it's traumatizing.
Oh,
My back was I was a honorary big back. Can we change the subject?
yeah.
And I got like a sports thing on. Big back, fucking quarterback.
Oh my God.
Mm,
She's fucking funny.
I want
Anyway,
to see it.
I'm gonna
Okay.
send you some. You're gonna die.
Oh, let's just see it. Okay, so what are all the things? I feel like what has been going on? What's life like? What are you doing? Like, I
I mean, for
definitely want to.
me, first quarter of the year, girl, I bit off more than I could fucking chew. And
Oh,
somehow I'm pulling it all off. And at the end, I'm doing the summit. And at the end of that, I'm just gonna like unbutton my pants and let it all hang out, because it has been, and I'm so proud of it. So it's not something that I've done and I'm like regretting it or, whatever. I'm so proud of it all. But these last 3 months between I had a conference in Ireland, then I turned around and hosted my retreat in Tulum, and then I came home and it was balls to the wall on this summit because I was very behind on that because of the retreat. I was in
yeah.
Mexico for 12 days.
Oh, you're pulling it off huge. I feel so guilty. I'm not helping you.
No, no. And I mean, I hired help. I had to. And he's been amazing. He made it look incredible. And some of it, I'm not like, it's not my best work, but it's like, hey, I got it done. Like, and
Good.
somebody was asking me the other day, they were like, do you feel like, do you believe that you will be successful? And I was like, I am successful. And they were like, okay, damn. And I was like, even if not one person signs up, the fact that I put it together, like I can rinse and repeat this and have it be something where more people sign up and,
Yeah.
it grows. But the fact that it's fucking a thing,
Yeah. It's a
and
big
we have
deal.
10 people, and some of the people I wanted backed out and some, I've added in new people and all of that. But like, I mean, I'm so proud of, what you and I will say you and I, because some of the people on that list I would not have if not for you. So
Wow.
um, I'm just really, really, really excited to see this come together and, the impact that it can have.
I can't be more proud to be amongst this. It's 11 with you, right? You're just saying 10 women. Okay, so this 11, this group of 11 fucking powerful, badass, like unique voiced women. I'm
Yeah.
like so proud of it. And then I'm seeing like the the graphics be done and the portals and the groups coming together and I see all the back end that you're doing, like whether or not you hired somebody to help or not, you're still doing it. You've spearheaded it. You've done it, and I'm like, oh shit, this is getting real. And it's
Yeah.
only what, like, did you plan to make it be on Women's Independent? What is it? Women's Empowerment Day? Or
International
whatever?
Women's Day, but when I found out, I like wanted
Wow.
to shit my pants. I literally was like,
Yeah. I don't really have anything to celebrate with. Maybe. Oh, wait. No. Mic drop. Women's Independence Day. Wait, what is Where's your little fucking violin?
I
I got
have
all
a
my
drawer of tricks now. I have a drawer
yeah.
of tricks over here. I've been collecting like my podcast drawer.
I love it. I got my shit going
This
on
was
too.
perfect timing.
Yeah, it really couldn't have been better. I thought you planned that because I was like,
No, I
it's a.
just have my drawer open. I've got a drawer of tricks. And
I
if
love
I
it.
need something, it's here.
I love it. Mine doesn't have a drawer. It's just on my little computer platform. But when I sent you that selfie screenshot today, you're like, there's a lot to unpack in that photo. And I'm like,
Yeah, the
yeah, it's
purple
all
thing
my,
looked a little sexual.
huh?
The purple thing looked a little sexual.
Oh, that's just this. And if you think this is sexual, you're a fucking freak.
Well, now not holding it up like that, but with the way it was
Oh,
sitting in between two hands, I was like,
oh
yeah,
yeah, I
I
guess
was
so. Oh,
really
my arms are so
cultured.
fat.
Stop, they are not.
Girl, I have not weighed. It's okay. I'm not being one of those self-fat shamers. It's real talk. I'm off my exercise. I've been
We
running
call,
amok.
but we can say we're pleasantly plump, but we
No,
don't
I
say
can say
fat.
my arms are fat for my liking. I'm not saying fat as like necessarily a derogatory. She thick right now. She thick. I'm not beating myself up about it. I'm like integrating healthy things here and there, getting back to it. I'm not shaming myself too
Hey,
badly. Hmm.
I found it's on YouTube, it's free, a
Okay.
30-day thing that I want to do. Let's do it. It's like easy. It's a workout thing. Are you
I
going to go
mean,
back to your program?
no, I mean, the thing, oh my God, I sent you a rambling voice memo yesterday
I
talking
know, and I
about,
haven't listened to it.
it's stupid because it was
Okay.
all about, listen, okay, so I had that GI appointment I had since October. It was like going to be the colonoscopy, the endoscopy to check on my guts or whatever. And I guess I didn't get the text in time and they canceled it because I didn't confirm. So that's what the text was about. It was like, fuck, I didn't know it was today. It's right in the middle of us recording the podcast. And then I just went on a verbal spiral sesh about like how similar to right now, about how I'm like not on my shit and like I can't wait to get back to it. And the universe is keeping me from my structure and blah blah blah. So anyway, this morning I had set an alarm to go to boot camp. I was gonna get back to it. And I was up at 12:46. I was up at 2:41. I was up at 3:50. I'm still jet lagging.
Yeah.
So like I want to get back to it and I know the power of mindset. I know that I can bootstrap my fucking big girl panties up to my nose and do what I want to do. I've done it before. But for whatever reason, I'm not like allowing myself that sort of like space of discipline right now. Like this, the 75 hard, I can do these things. But for whatever reason, the idea of like committing to these challenges or these period of time things, I got an aversion to that right now. And I think I know what it is.
We should do this and FaceTime do it. Because they're only like
Maybe,
15, 20 minutes. We could
well, that
like
would just be fun. That would
YouTube
just,
it. Well, YouTube, because it's a YouTube. So we can
okay,
YouTube, FaceTime, do it every day.
that'd be fun. What if we live stream it?
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
possible?
On Instagram.
Yeah, wouldn't that be funny? I just don't care anymore. You know what I mean? I just
Rebecca and
think
Kelly go live. Yeah, we could do it live.
maybe we should
I'm not
commit
going to
to
save to
like,
my page. I think we do live, but we don't save them to the page.
yeah, because yeah, I mean, who
The
knows? What if
whole feed
it's
of us working out, we're dying. And
girl?
it's all body weight stuff. So it's like a calisthenics type of thing.
Oh, could we yap while we do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have to put them on our computers and, we don't need sound to watch
No.
her work out. We just follow it.
Yeah, that could be a thing. I
Yeah.
just yeah, I would like that. I think definitely the accountability thing. Oh man, I was brushing my teeth this morning, kind of rushing, getting ready to be right here at 8. And I was thinking, I was like, man, I could really fucking use a coach right about now. Like, I do this for people, and like, I know
Oh, yeah.
myself, I will get it if I need it. And I'm like, this feels like one of those moments. And then, of course, I just thought in this very like broad way about not only like me being a coach for other people, but me receiving it and just the whole idea of coaching. All this happened within a span of like 2 minutes when I'm brushing my teeth. But I'm like, why do people suffer longer than they need to when they literally could just be like, I want help. I need help. I'm gonna get help. And to like help with accountability or whatever the case is, like there's a shit ton of reasons I've worked with coaches before and why people come to me and come to you for coaching. I'm like, it's so great. I don't know why for so many years prior to this, I'm sure it was like coaching wasn't as available, coaching was an expense that maybe I didn't have it like that for. Um, that's not it. Really, I've had it like that for as long as I could remember. I just didn't invest in it. But I'm like, that's exactly why people do what they do in spaces like us, or fitness coaches, or nutrition coaches, or branding coaches. Is like, why suffer longer than you need to? And I was like, right now, I could really use some accountability because, like, this whole month of isolation and just everything being upside down, I'm like, man, I really value structure and I would really like to get back to structure, but it's like that the moment where you're like, fuck, like I know if I'm gonna commit to something, it's gonna be full on and I'm not ready yet to commit. I'm there right now. So I'm
Yeah.
like, do I self-coach? Do I reach out to somebody? Do I commit with you as an accountability partner to do something? I just know something needs to fucking happen because I'm not gonna ruminate and suffer longer than I need to. Age has
Yeah.
taught me that. What about you? Like the whole like I don't have to suffer like I used to.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, but then that coziness of the bed. I have such good intentions, but man, that bed feels good in the morning. And it's like, oh, I've got the
I know.
bulldog and the blankets, and I give in. I give in every time.
Okay, I got to talk to you about something. You and I have talked about this, so I know I'm not airing you out. So you take Prozac, I take Zoloft now. You told me that these SSRIs, at least for you, really affected your motivation, and you're just like, fuck it. Oh, I'm feeling it, girl. I'm about a month and a half in. I got my
Mhm.
appointment tomorrow, and I'm even thinking about increasing a little bit because I've been on a starter baby dose
Yeah.
because it's really helped my mood. I feel like my
Yeah.
anxiety's reduced. I feel like the chaos and turmoil of the world is just like I see it, but I'm
Yeah.
not broken by it. And
And
so
I
I'm
love
like,
it.
I do too, for that reason. But god damn it if it ain't what you said. I'm
Mhm.
just like, meh.
Like, yeah, it takes away all the anxiety because like,
No.
and in good ways. And I mean, it's like it's good and bad because it's like for me, some of what kept me regimented on working out and eating a
Yeah.
certain was anxiety, right? It was the
Yeah.
anxiety of gaining weight, the anxiety of
Yep.
looking funny. And when you remove that, it's kind of like, yeah, I don't care. I'll have the pizza. I don't care. I'll sleep in. And
It's
honestly,
so
I mean, I want both desperately, like the hot body and the motivation, but I'm
you
like,
have a hot body.
oh, thank you. But the happiness and joy that I feel without the anxiety is so worth it. It's so worth it.
Yeah, for sure. And like I've noticed it really, the reason I got on it was I don't know if it was so much anxiety. That was like the third diagnosis that I got, like in, excuse me, as far as like intensity. It was mainly ADHD. Also coming in hard and fast second was OCD. So like those things, I feel like I feel like life's great, honestly. I feel like I'm not like obsessing over shit. I feel like yes, this
Has
last
it
month.
helped with your sniffing?
A little bit, yeah, actually. And I'm like, go figure. I had literally tried like every fucking thing under the sun. MRIs, the whole thing. And then when a doctor tells you it's psychosomatic stress and you're doing all the usual things, like I did the breath work, the fucking talk therapy, all the things to reduce my stress, and I don't feel like a stressed out person and it's still there. It's like, well, what do you do? And in this case, my answer was an SSRI because
Yeah.
like OCD is not really something you can like strong arm into submission. You have it close in your life, and so you've seen people affected by it. And I'm like, just it's really cool to have gotten an answer. And another thing too, I don't feel like this has become my identity neither. It's like it's just given me answers and it's been validating. And also medication. Like I never knocked it really for anybody else. Like I definitely see the value in all kinds of modalities. I see people needing to medicate with marijuana, like if somebody wants ketamine therapy, I don't fucking care. Honestly, it's to each their own. But for me, I was like, I don't want to mess with my brain chemistry any more than I already had recreationally for so many years.
Yeah.
I was like, let me just fucking do this all natural. And I'm finally glad that I gave myself some leeway to see what SSRIs could do in my life because I'm
Yeah.
like, whoo, Jesus, what a sigh of relief not just being on an 11 24/7,
Yeah.
It's pretty good. So
Yeah.
I'll be a big back. I'll smoke my cigarettes and not like fucking really like crash out about it before. Also, the reason why I got on it, perimenopause. I feel like I haven't had those symptoms since I've been on it.
Same. Same. I mean, that was how mine started. Mine
Yeah.
actually started for perimenopause PMS symptoms were just like those days before my cycle were so unlivable. And that's why it started because my OBGYN was like, have you ever tried Prozac for this? And I'm like, no. And she's
Yeah.
like, let's try it. It can really be beneficial to the PMS symptoms that come along with peri. I'm like, okay. So we tried it. And then when I found out that, some close family members had OCD and ADD and all these things, and I saw these similarities, I went and got tested. And that's when I found out I had anxiety. And she was like,
Mhm.
it all kind of lives in the same universe. So it's hard to tell what's what. But mine really came down to that. And I was like 98th percentile
For
for
anxiety.
anxiety. And she was like, you thrive on that. That has
Yeah.
literally been the reason why you've been so successful. And she said, since you're already taking it for this reason, what if we just increased it a little bit and it kind of was treating both? And oh my God, like game changer, game changer. And I can still around my cycle have a weak moment or two. I definitely did this month. We're not going to talk about it, but I had a day.
Oh, can we?
And
Okay, maybe not on here, but like off off of here.
I was a grumpy Gus and like sensitive and I mean, just like a little worked through it. It's fine. But yes, we can talk about it off camera. Um but anyway, I mean, I have no problem admitting that I have weak moments and that it was a tough go. The details don't matter, but Um, it's really been a game changer for me. And even in a weak moment like that, I have the awareness to realize that was out of myself, that that was my hormones. I can
Yeah.
take the accountability, I can learn, I can move. Like it's hard to do all of that without a clear head.
Yeah. I thought, you know what, you putting it that way, a clear head, because like the way I was feeling, either way I feel different now versus before, is I feel like now that I've got this medication like fully in my system and like it's working, I feel like someone just turned the volume knob down on a lot of the, I don't know, crazy critical self-talk, or like the definitely around perimenopause or like period times feeling like possessed, and then you got that voice being like, this is that, and that is this, and this person did this. And it's just, I don't know, was feeling like possessed. Like, this ain't me. I'm out of pocket right now. And I feel like all of that noise and just like, has been just turned down. It's not like it's
Yeah.
gone away. And what's really cool is I got so scared of like, what if I'm like a zombie? And what if like, you hear that, right? You hear when you get on these kind of things that like you're just going through the fog of life and you're not like your same self or you're funny or whatever. All that's still there. I just feel like the volume inside my brain
Yeah.
wreaking havoc on me is just boop, and I'm like,
Yeah.
this is fucking great. Honestly, this is
Yeah.
great.
I think it lets me be the person that I want to be,
Yeah.
because so, like you said, in those moments, especially around my cycle, a demon literally enters my body and it's
Yeah.
just like, I'm sorry, who are you? And it's
Yeah.
like, I'm here to take over. And I'm like, and I have no control. It's a strong demon. And then when the demon's gone, you're just like, what the fuck was that? And then but you have this mess to clean up.
Yeah.
It's like, it wasn't of you. It's not who you want to be, but now you've got to clean up the mess that this thing brought in for those 3 days. And anyone who would be like, oh, it's power of the mind and you can control that, for me, it's uncontrollable. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, literally a demon takes over my body for 2 days. And I'm just like, who the, what?
Yeah, I
And I've
feel
had
that.
people even say, that was not you. People who've had to experience it are just
Yeah.
like, what the fuck was that? Because
Yeah.
they know me and they know my everyday. And it's just not worth living life that way, you know?
Always, like, how should I put it? Powered through my cycles my whole life. Never really thought of the concept, even though I've been self-employed for 20 years. Never thought about the concept because I feel like it's not actually new because way back in the day, like cultures would implement just putting women together during a certain time so they didn't have to be triggered or fucked with or whatever, and just very much like honored a woman's cycle and just like, hey, I'm not gonna fucking make fun of it or blah blah blah. That was actually like way before, modern day times or whatever. Anyway, never really thought of the concept in modern times of not making crazy big decisions during my cycle, of not putting myself in stressful situations, of not powering through. This for me has been a recent discovery that I could do that. Because, like, I'm sure it's this society, I'm sure it's the patriarchy, I'm sure it's like the amount of shit we get as women on the daily. It's just like, fucking get over it. You know what I mean? I always thought, like, don't bitch about your period. Work no
Everybody
matter
gets
what.
one. Everybody gets it. Everybody deals with it. And I agree with you 100%. I've even thought about going through, and I have the luxury of doing this. Not everyone does, and I get that. But um, even so, it's like I now know like the days that I'm going to be cranky, and it's everyone thinks that, oh, she's on her period, and it's like, no, no, no. By the time that
Before.
I'm so much better. It's those
Yeah.
7 or 8 days, and then it's for a few days in there, because I've been tracking it, and also just the energy depletion. And like, I don't think people really give enough credit to the mood and the energy. And like, I literally just want to be on my couch and like left the fuck alone for 3 days. And I was like, I have the ability to go in and like mark my schedule off a few days each month and just be like, you know what? I'm going to give myself this. And I think if you can, you should. I know there's a lot of countries now that are giving women time for that. Of course, it's never going to happen here in America. And there's so many people that are just like, women get it every day. Toughen up, buttercup. And I'm like, we can. We've all powered through. We've had to power through. But if you don't have to, like, and being able to just be honest about it and say it does fucking suck, and we've had to like ignore that for so long. And I'm just realizing now, like, when it hits, my body takes a toll. It takes a major toll.
100%. And isn't it wild how you and I are okay? So, like me, I'm sure you've been self-employed and had the freedom to and the luxury to do what you want with your schedule and take off days if you want or whatever for a long time, as have I. Just now, am I getting to the point of realizing, hey, I should and I want to give myself softer days during this time? As it's the twilight of my cycle. I'm like going through perimenopause and about to be menopause. I powered through since age 13. And now and I've been self-employed for 20 years. It's just wild to me that like I don't know why we always have the mentality of just fucking grind, grind, deal with it, deal with it, deal with it. I'm like, I don't
Because
know.
we're
This
told we're
isn't,
crazy and weak, at least in this country. I can't speak for other
I
countries,
know.
but in this country, it's hustle, hustle, produce, produce, crazy, weak. Women do it all the time, blah, 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 blah. And that's the other thing is like I've learned like some people with pregnancy, they have no morning sickness, and some people have morning sickness the whole time. And it's like the person who had none wants to criticize the person who had, well, I worked my whole pregnancy. And it's like, well, you were lucky to not have this, but like not
Yeah,
every body literally speaking, is the same. We all have a different experience. And even like my younger self was so much more resilient. As you
yeah,
get older, it's harder. It's when you get sick, it knocks you down harder, takes longer to recover, all of these things. And so my younger self could hustle through things, didn't not, no, pop a Tylenol and keep on going. But it's not just the fact that I'm now dealing with these symptoms. I'm also dealing with being older and having less energy and being, it's like it's a lot more to deal with. And I think it's just way too easy for us to always look at other people and group everybody into one group. And it's like everybody is having a different experience.
totes. I know my desire, even like us talking about it now, my desire to not grind through difficult times is coming from this like feminine rage place. It's like
Yeah.
I know I fucking can. I can do incredibly hard things. I
Yeah.
can sit through hours of pain. Like I can mentally deal with like getting my entire thigh tattooed for fucking 6 hours. That's excruciating pain, way more than a period, right? I know I can get through hard things. I know I can. I know I do. I don't fucking want to anymore.
I want to.
I don't fucking want to. If I want to just lay up with a cramp and just be like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm not doing shit on social media. I'm not doing the things I committed to. Mine is purely like making up for decades of being a submissive woman. So now I'm like, fuck you and fuck all this. If I want to lay up for my period, I'm gonna. And it's not because I can't get through it, because like I just said, it's like, fuck you is kind of
Yeah.
how I feel
Well,
right
and
now.
for me too, I've gotten really good at like, because I can put a lot of pressure on myself with or without this.
Mhm.
I've gotten really good at asking myself, like, what is the consequence if I don't do this today and I do it tomorrow?
Nothing.
Because usually there's nothing. Now, if there's a time sensitive, has to get done, I'm going to
Well,
get up and
yeah.
do it. You know what I mean? But like most of the time, I find that we're putting this pressure on ourselves that just doesn't even exist. And I have really gotten good at asking myself, does this actually matter right now, right here? And most of the time, the answer is no. It's kind of like my thing at work. I always say, is this a pet peeve or an actual issue? Because we get
Mhm.
so caught up in the little dumbass things that actually really mean nothing. So for me, it's like, is the building on fire or is someone going to die today? And if the answer to that is no, then girl, we're letting that go until you decide you want to do it. I had an email to send out today. Today was the first day of promotion for the summit. And I was like, I need to send this email out. I need to do X, Y, and Z. And last night, I got home last night and I was wiped. I had a very long day on Saturday. And then yesterday, I had some family that wanted hair done. So I went up there and did it despite being pretty tired. And when I got home last night, I didn't want to do it. And I was like, even though I have very high hopes for the summit and I want lots of people to sign up and enjoy it, I was like, is someone going to die if I don't send that email tonight? And I was like, no. And I was like, okay, I'm not doing it. I'll do it today at some point. It's on my to-do
Exactly.
list. And I've got a client at the salon today and she'll be processing and I'll have nothing to do with the toot to toot. And I'm like, yeah, send it then. Who cares if it's a day late? Like, really? And I think that we just have so much pressure on us
Mhm.
all the time for things that just don't matter, details that don't matter. And it's just pressure, 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 always.
Mhm. I also think if you're like me, because I was thinking this as you were saying that. I have so much evidence over the years that like everything will find its way forward. Like if I don't fucking, like you said, send an email out right now or make this post or go a week longer getting back into the rhythm of my business, you know, like longer than I had anticipated or literally what the fuck ever. Or, you know, like last year where I was during my retreat and I had committed to like ABS Chicago. And then for whatever reason, I was like, this feels like it's stealing the soul, the life out of my body. And so I canceled it. And I'm like, I'm not. A year later, fast forward, my business isn't failing, my career hasn't tanked, I'm thriving in certain areas. Like, it wasn't that big of a deal. We have evidence over the course of our lives and our business that everything will find a way. And finally, that is starting to stick with me. It's like not only there's faith, but there's evidence. And like just take a breath, like chill out. Like that's what I'm telling myself. And I feel like a lot of people need to do that. The sky's not falling, Chicken Little. I used to think for so long that like if I didn't do this or if I didn't do that, call it woo, call it whatever, age, evidence, whatever the fuck. Like I have figured out a way 100% of the time up till now. Like even if it didn't turn out how I expected, it was a lesson. You know what I mean? Like one way or the other, everything's gonna be all right. And I'm glad finally that I'm like getting to that point because again, going back to what we were saying before, why do we put ourselves through this like level of suffering that's not necessary? And like younger, you don't know no better. Sometimes the Florida comes out in me. You don't know no better back when you were younger, but you don't. And then you have all this
Ain't that the
evidence.
truth?
It is the truth. And I'm just like, this is what I value so much about aging and wisdom is just like pumping my fucking brakes and realizing not everything is this like shitstorm of calamity. It's not. It really isn't.
It
It
isn't.
isn't.
Well, I mean, and most of like, if I look around this room right now that is like beautifully decorated and little tchotchkes and all these little things, and I'm like, do I actually need anything in this room right now other than the power to keep me warm, to
Girl.
survive, to live? And the answer is no.
What
No.
a fucking good segue.
Yeah.
Can we go down this rabbit hole? But can we put a pin in this episode? And then we got to let people listen for the next episode because what you just said about material attachment and creature comforts and looking around the room and like, what do I need? What do I not need? I can we talk about this in the next
Yeah.
episode?
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay. See y'all next time. Okay.
Big pause.
Yeah.
It's just me and my best friend, shoveling shit, walking through life, take it bit by bit. Now everybody